The weapon Kristen Breck is brandishing is only a ball-bearing gun. The image remains a chilling one. This video, shot on his friend Asil Mathana's camera phone, actually shows the pair on a hill in Cardiff Bay.
Allahu Akbar!
But they're pretending to be on the battlefield in Syria, somewhere Mathana hopes he'll be before too long.
If you're watching this, I'm probably dead, but I'm probably like a legend or something.
Today, Breck, alongside two other men, Adil ul-Haq of Nottinghamshire and Forhad Rahman from Cirencester, was convicted of helping Mathana travel to Syria in 2014. The pair became friends when working at this ice cream parlour in the Grangetown part of Cardiff. After Mathana's parents confiscated his passport, Breck helped him to get a new one. He also allowed his friend to use his laptop computer. Later, police were to find searches on it about how to join Islamic State. Forhad Rahman, seen here in the middle, bought Mathana's plane ticket. Adil ul-Haq advised him on tactical equipment he would need.
What gives you life is jihad.
Mathana's brother Nasser achieved notoriety after appearing in a propaganda video for so-called Islamic State. He travelled to Syria in 2013 alongside another Cardiff man, Rayad Khan, seen here on the left of screen, who was killed in a drone strike last year. Former Cardiff councillor Mohammed Islam, a friend of the Khan family, is calling for a de-radicalisation programme to be introduced.
We need to get together and put things, highlight in community grassroots level, so that make sure we can protect and stop the further kids to be radicalized and end up in extreme route to going there.
Sentencing Breck to 4.5 years in jail, the judge said he'd acted out of misguided friendship. The outlook in Port Talbot is brighter than it was, but for those who work here, the future remains clouded by uncertainty. Chris James and his colleagues helped guide the ailing steelworks back into profit. In return, he wants the company to provide some assurances for the future, however tentative they may be.
I want to get a mortgage in the future, I want to get a house, but I don't want to commit to that yet until I know we have got a future. Nobody wants a 25-year guarantee because we understand they can't give that to us at the moment. We just like to know we're part of their plans for the future.
In the town centre, the shops all seem to be doing a steady trade, despite the unsettling events up the road. On the high street in Port Talbot, the fluctuating fortunes of the steelworks are felt most keenly. So has the improved optimism been felt here, or is uncertainty still cramping consumer confidence? What's the mood been like here over the last 9 months?
Well, you know, people are depressed, they're bound to be, because they don't know if they got jobs or anything. And if the steel company go, there's nothing else here.
We'll have to see, I think, how it goes with steelworks. I think if that goes, the major money will come out to Port Talbot, I think.
So if you look at that, Rich, it's...
Nigel is proof that there is life after Tata.
Harts and Coleman's on there.
The father of four started a business selling T-shirts after parting ways with the company in March. Swapping steel for slogans means money is more scarce than it once was, but he says his story typifies the town's fighting spirit.
We will survive, you know. It's obviously it's gonna hurt us and some of the uncertainty, but we're just carrying on, you know. Just get a bit of the old Dunkirk spirit, perhaps, you know. Yeah.
For all that, steel still dominates the skyline in Port Talbot, those who live in the industry's shadow, surviving for now, hoping for better to come.
Some good friends and colleagues got out the gate there, which has been a shame, but workers get on with it. You know, they get on, they do a fantastic job there, and I think that's going to see us through in the end. That's why we are going to stay open, is because the workforce got one of the best workforces in the world, probably the best steel making in the world happens in Port Talbot.
The years pass, but the desire to honour these men and to remember their fallen comrades remains strong.
Donald Jones, Au nom du président de la République et en vertu des pouvoirs qui nous sont conférés,
today, 12 Welsh veterans of D-Day and the battle to liberate France, which followed, received that country's highest honour, the Légion d'honneur, from the French ambassador.
It's nice to think that if I did go to France, the gendarmes would salute me.
This is it. They're on the beach.
Many of those honoured took part in the D-Day landings of June 1944, the invasion of France which spelled the beginning of the end for the Nazis. Ted Owens from Pembroke Dock landed on Sword Beach with the Royal Marines.
Within about half an hour I fired a few rounds into an aperture in a hotel, and a shell come over and hit the tank alongside of me, and I had a lot of metal in my body. I still got 14 pieces in my left shoulder now.
Also recognised, veterans of the Parachute Regiment, among the very first to touch down on French soil.
I wasn't frightened, but tensed up, ready to go.
The instructors built our confidence up, but you had to do it. If you got up there, I know you were nervous and apprehensive, because if you weren't, then there was something wrong with your brain.
The French president has announced that all remaining British veterans who helped liberate France will receive this honour. Few are left. Those that are felt very proud today. Richard Morgan, ITV News.